Shalom, everyone. I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a daily reading. If you're new, welcome. I could come across really religious, but I'm not. But I'm very spiritual, and I do use living language and stuff like that on my channel. So if that's not something that you're looking for, then I guess this is where we will depart. Otherwise, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome back. Thank you for being a part of my process and allowing me to be a part of yours. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, all that kind of stuff. So, I'm going to do a 10-card Celtic cross, and we'll just clarify if we need to. I'm just going to take one card unless something comes out. Obviously, I don't put the spirit in a box and stuff like that. So we'll just do that spread and with the tarot, and then I will take actually a card for words and stuff like that with the Hebrew on each one of those cards, and we'll go from there and see what the divine wants to bring out for any given person. If this resonates, it resonates, and if not, it doesn't. All right, so let's get started. Thank you, sweet divine of the universe. I just invite you here right now to just reveal a thing. What do we need to know and understand? What do we need to bypass or continue in? What's the message? Thank you for giving us authority to bind, block, and rebuke all negative, dry, dark forces. I just take authority over that right now, and I command it to leave and to go back to the pit and to stay there. What needs to come forth, Elohim? I thank you for your Holy Spirit. I thank you for leading the way and making every crooked place straight. What's the message? We have the devil. We have the emperor. Oh my goodness. We have the 5 of wands. We have the 6 of cups coming out. The wheel of fortune. The queen of cups. The hangman. The 2 of swords. Interesting. The knight of pentacles. And the 7 of cups. Wow. We have at the bottom of the deck the page of pentacles. I'll just put that up here. If we need to clarify, we will. So the devil's in the right now moment here. The basis of what we're talking about is some kind of competition and fight. Okay, well, something is huge because we got the emperor here. We got both boss energies. Maybe bosses are, this is 2 bosses or something like that, hitting heads. Because of some kind, whatever the conflict is, there's huge passionate conflict going on here. More than one person showing up, and we know that the emperor represents a known figure or somebody in really high leadership, corporate, things like that. And the devil, the somebody who needs to pass a test or is being tempted with something. Addictions are here, exes are here. And what's helpful is to sit in this emperor position and be upright and give aid and open the door or close the door that needs to. This would represent the dalet. That's why I'm saying that in the Hebrew. The dalet is the key, the door of knowledge. Okay, back and forth movement of the head. What's helpful is to get out of quit be dangling your head back and forth and let the divine be the lifter of your head. And the samach is here. That's the sin, but that's also divine grace in the right here moment. What's crossing this, somebody moving forward and to get up and to give aid or to take action on something. Okay, the past position is here, and so if this is your ex or you're dealing with somebody else's ex or just some type of ex issue that you've been in nostalgia about, then that's what it's showing. We got competition down here. We know that we've got political stuff going on as well in the earth. There's all kinds of stuff going on in the world. At top of the mind, we have the higher mind. That's positive because we do have divine grace showing up here. We have the yod, which is the hand of the divine turning this thing. And either way, this will go. Somebody in the mind space knows. Well, first of all, somebody knows there's truth here. somebody knows that either way it goes, it will be truthful, because it is the yod, the hand of the divine, turning a thing. This is all high arcana coming out here. So we've got, in the right now moment, we got the heavens controlling something. Okay, so based on this fussing and fighting and this past issue with your family or your children or an ex or whatever the court matter was, or the blast from the past, this how you and I act upon truth with that, it's going to be something expansive, okay? And the wheel will turn the way the wheel needs to turn by way of that truth. This is teaching and learning energy, travel. Somebody is also needing to travel forward, knows it at the top of the mind, okay? Has the power, has the might, has the ability to do it, because we do have boss energies or father figure energies or somebody in authority showing itself here, okay? In the very near future, we do have the Queen of Cups showing up, and that's somebody in the upright who is extremely sweet and kind and generous. This is a nurse. This energy right here, the ninth house, also can go back to healing, okay? In the negative, this is manipulation. So for those of you who are not in the upright and you're still operating in this devilish stuff and you're tied up, the wheel will go the other way, and there will be something here with this leadership and this manipulation to take care of that. Okay, it's just a matter of time. We got time right here. Something's been going on for a long time. It's been really hard. Some people have been dealing with bone issues. Okay, this energy right here goes back to affecting your skeletal system. Okay, we got the brain, the eyes, and the mind here, though, with the Emperor that is crossing this thing. That's a challenge in either seeing something about this to put a judgment on something. Both of these would go back to energies to be able to put a judgment on it. This energy also can go back to a judgment energy with the vibration here. Somebody knows that. There's favor, though, here with this. If somebody's in integrity, the divine definitely is going to turn this and move something along in favor by way of the truth. Now, there's law here, okay? Obviously. Foreign people, foreign places. There's the husband. Protection is showing itself twice because we've got a devil here, okay? Governmental issues and stuff like this really showing itself. So the Queen of Cups in the upright is a beautiful energy. We'll see what the Hebrew comes out on these cards. What the concern is the stormy water, seeing things from other points of views. This is the Lamed in the Hebrew. The Hangman is the Hangman being the Lamed. It goes back to prophecy energy and having to be protected. So we do have a lot of energy out here about protection. Somebody is concerned about the protection or the learning, the lesson, or the teacher's staff. We got teacher's energy. All these can go back to teaching as well. Could be dealing with the teacher. Obviously, that energy's really come out today. On my offline stuff. And we do know that it's time for children we got children here, to return back to school. This is about people returning. And we are dealing with devilish issues where we got a nurse here and, healing energy here. So really, it's a big deal. It really is a big deal to people and their children because of predator energy of the pandemic that's going on. People are turned upside down, seeing things from different points of views, and so the concern is how to release from the tree or get out of backwards organization or this devil stuff, okay? Whatever that is for you. How will people see this? Well, this is the Two of Swords is being crosswayed, setting at a stalemate. The X is showing here, the X is showing here. So those of you who are dealing with X issues and they're nothing but a freaking predator, you could be just at a standstill. People could be seeing something of confusion. We got a couple of confusion cards here, and this is a ruckus here. This strife is a ruckus here. It's brainstorming. could be, this also could be a contemplation card as well. We got a lot of that energy also confirming itself without taking any other cards here. What's in the heart is to arrive with this pentacle, this Knight of Pentacle. To me, when I see this card, it's something that's here now that has been taking a long time, okay? What's in the heart is to be reliable and to move slow, be methodical, check the details, work this pentacle, make it grow. Make it go from a knight to a queen and then to a kingship, and to be at, expertise at what you do. This energy right here caused you and I to be a person of integrity and climb that mountain, okay? This is, I used to have a deck of cards that stated that the devil represented weaving gold right out of straw or something like that. And we pass a test with all integrity, then you do get the gold. And that's what's in the heart here, is to be able to work and to be reliable. This is the night we want. There's consequences here in the outcome showing itself. There's many options about a message, about this pentacle, this page here, this new opportunity, the children, okay, the physical side of things, okay? There is a consequence. There's a consequence that's known right here in the mind. Because if you choose wrong and you exaggerate, you don't tell the truth, it'll go the other way and it won't turn out, okay? So whatever's taking place, it's huge. It is huge because we got huge energy in the now moment showing itself. So we also got, the Queen of Cups can also represent leadership as well. But this tender loving care though as well. Okay, so a lot of stuff here. I do want to take another card on this before I take some Hebrew language. Where am I at on time? Okay. If I show me this Two of Swords and how will people see this? Thank you. The King of Wands is coming out. Well, the King of Wands is the lower version of the Emperor. People will see it as somebody who's, if this in the upright, somebody who's managed and will get up and take action, who has the rod of truth within him. That's the torch, right? Also goes back to legal stuff as well if we want to connect it with the runes. Somebody who would get up and take action, or somebody going to see this King of Wands as somebody who's crosswayed. I could also read it that way because we do have the devil here. Okay, if this is the X or something like that, then at the bottom of the deck now is the Queen of Swords, some type of a judgment for some of you all because something is devilish here. Okay, let's just take some Hebrew here and see what's going on. There is big time confusion showing itself here. I mean, obviously, if you're trying to get together with a bunch of people, there's confusion here showing itself at the basis of what we're talking about. Strife is not good, okay? I'm just going to take these and not put what came out. I will put cards on these other cards, but I'm just going to take these just because they jumped out and put them to the side. We have the Sun, which is not, it's just a word. It is the word sun, the ShAhH, but it means this sun, meaning that came out a hot wind from the sun causing a desolation. Okay, well, there's something, obviously, we got hot energy down here. And if you are dealing with somebody who's just hot-headed, which is right here, both these energies can go back to that stubbornness and stuff like that. Somebody's caused a really hot type of a wind and some type of huge desolation. Okay, well, we know that. A friend is involved in something for some of you all. Obviously, there's more people. There's competition here. There's hospitals, yes, showing up. And then we have redeeming energy coming up here. Redemption from something to open the door, while the Dalit energy is showing itself here with the Emperor. Divine, you know every card that needs to go in every position. So you speak on. Yeah, there's a fugitive here. We have gold and we have a stain here in the past position. either with somebody you know, or your children, or just a lover from the past, or maybe it's your family member, or it's your ex. But there's lots of money attached to something that's brought some type of a stain, and a really hot wind that's causing a desolation. Oh, we got a fugitive here. All right, well, there you go. There will be justice to something, because something is devilish. And for some people, they're going to get a divine grace, and that's positive if you've gotten caught up in stuff, and some people have. Okay, some people have. There's a housekeeper here that's crossing, that is a challenge at the same time. To clean something up is helpful. All right? We've got at the top of the mind with this truth and this law and this foreign stuff, and teaching and learning and travel and protection and stuff like that. The word is shake and fury. Okay, well, we've got a lot of warlike energy showing up here. Okay, if we got a desolation going on and people need a hospital because they're crosswayed and confused, and they've caused nothing but a stain in a situation, that somebody needs redemption. There's somebody trembling out of fear, and some people are trembling out of anger. Okay. It says tremble, move, rage, shake, afraid, disquiet, trouble, quake. Well, it is huge. Something is very huge. We have waste here. Well, okay, we got a nurse here, and we got hospitals there, and somebody who has made a waste of things. That's not good. Okay, we got a really bad fugitive energy here. If we want to take this back to living language, the fugitive goes back to Cain, which does go back to foreign people, foreign places. It goes back to the Orient, is what the scripture states. Okay, that goes back to people eating waste as well. I'm just saying. It is the truth. So go look it up for yourself. We've talked about it many times on this channel. This goes back to a dry wasteland. Okay. Well, a hot wind would also cause something to be dry. So in the near future, we are dealing with people who need a hospital and healing because of this stuff that's taken place, just been wasted, death issues. We've got the word slay, and we do know that the word fugitive in the Hebraic language, when Cain killed Abel, went back to it. It's stated when he slayed his brother. So it is here. Okay, it's got all kinds of people up in a mess here. And I'm not churchy if you are new. I'm just making reference to what's out here. So there is something really, really hard with this harab energy, meaning a sword or waste. There has been a war. The concern is showing the measuring cord. And, seeing things from different points of views, to be able to be protected, to get off the tree, because there is backwards organization here. And protecting the sheep is here, and to figure out how to measure something by this measuring device, and count the knots that have been in it, or unfurl the cord. Okay, too many people have been tied up. Okay, so we got people tied up here, and that's a concern. How to untie these knots, how to get off this tree. Well, we got a lot of fire here. And it's going to burn. It's going to burn some thorns away. I know that. So we've got freedom here. Well, we also got somebody tied up around their eyes with a band around them. If this person is the problem, is the fugitive, and we also have hospitals and stuff here, then there is freedom from a master showing itself here. Liberty is here. We've got the horse energy here. We've got a job here to be free from being confused, to get up, take action. Okay, so that's positive. So we got the hard taskmaster here. The emperor would represent being somebody in charge to give the correct type of justice and clean something up and to be honorable. Okay, although the devil card is about being in truth as well and having divine grace in a situation. Okay, what's in the heart here is to give a gift. This is what it says. And we also have somebody here with the knight with the pentacle in his hand. All right, to provide for the family, and love is in the heart. So that's positive. The consequence card and many options here for this consequence is the word is rule. To have rulership. It actually is going back to for some people, because there's a fugitive in the middle of all this stuff that's going on, a punishment from a ruler or an officer, an overseer, to take dominion over something. But there's some type of consequence attached to this choice on how to do it. You really got to connect with the divine. It's a spiritual matter because it's showing it. We've got higher arcana here. It's something touchy. It really is something touchy. We got a truck. That'd just be a vehicle. We got military. And we got something or someone very prominent. Okay, something physical is also here that's very, very prominent in a very big way. We know that. At the bottom of this deck, we have somebody's going to... Obviously, at the bottom of the deck, we have a message. This word's come out quite a few times, to tell something, to give an account about this junk down here, this strife that's taken. Somebody does need to get up and speak, because somebody does know the truth, and it's in the top of the mind. There's knowledge here. The higher mind knows that there is truth here, and regardless, if at the top of the mind somebody knows that, oh my God, if somebody tells something, it's going to make a lot of anger and stuff like that. Somebody does need to get up and tell what they know. There's redemption here. Somebody's going to have to approach something or someone. Okay, there is a big issue here. There's a report that needs to be made. Or that's in the past. Some type of a report was given and it caused a confusion. It caused something to take place where somebody just became a fugitive. Somebody needs a doctor. Okay? I don't know why I'm going to pick that up. I'm going to pick this up. I want to take a room. What do you want to say, Divine? Thank you for these messages. We got the second letter of the rune, which also goes to freedom, and people will see this as freedom from this master that has been confused or crosswayed. Okay, the hard taskmaster is here. Freedom, frenzy, all kinds of stuff. And then we do have the torch coming out itself, which also goes back to legal stuff as well. That actually just came out on another reading that I just did. So the U and the CH, the C or the K, the cake, right? And something could have happened at a birthday party with children as well, or around somebody's birthday. But we have energies coming out of being free and having power with the U. It also looks like an N. Frenzy. We got all that down here. Progress, courage. Yes, it's going to take courage to get up and tell what you know. It needs to happen. It's going to set people free from craziness. Okay, this goes back to confusion. Okay, we got really hot desolation taking place here. And dealing with people who have just been out of control and chained up. And murderers, slaying people in this dry wasteland. The word is waste, and waste is just nastiness. Waste. And there's just been a waste of time and a waste of all kinds of stuff. There's a risk of failure for those who exaggerate, and it is known at the top of the mind. You say what you need to say, no more, no less, that's it. Okay? No more, no less, that's it. Okay? There is going to be justice assured here. Absolutely. Going to be justice assured. Even if this is against, obviously we got leadership here. Somebody got to get up and either speak against their leadership because of something that they know is taking place, or you're the leadership that got caught up in somebody else dragging you into something, and because you're like, oh my God, my job. Look, the divine is in the business of giving grace. Look, we have there will be justice, and justice is sure to come out here. Look, and there will be, with or without you, if you're just going to sit there. Okay, if you're, because this energy is known figure energy. somebody who has got some type of they live somewhere where they're known. But let me tell you something, when you and I are truthful, there's respect for that. There's respect for the truth. There's redemption here. Even in the midst of this division that's going on down here with this fugitive energy. You know, even though this says waste, it also is the sword. The sword of truth. Okay? Somebody needs to take this rulership and connect with the divine, regardless how scary it may be or how angry the situation has been, and put a judgment on a thing. Who cares if this person, this boss, is crosswayed? Because people will see it as somebody who's been crosswayed. And if you're that person who got caught up with something here, okay, and now you're looking at this, and the divine's showing you that, okay, people are going to see that you looked crosswayed or you did something crosswayed. If it depends on how bad this devil has been in your life, even if there's jail time, and you're taking the initiative to do the right thing, put your hand up and to give an account, then you will be honored for that. Okay, even if other people are going to look at you like, look, something's been very confusing here. It needs to take place. This devil needs to take, whoever that devil is, that somebody who can't pass the test. The devil wants to steal, kill, and destroy. There's gold here. And then nothing but stained a situation and brought some kind of really hot desolation and waste upon the land itself. Yes, there's a consequence here, but it's already caused a consequence to take place. And this right here is what's caused this consequence now to even have to be dealt with. This is really a sobering reading here. Rest. And something is found that has been forgotten about. So whatever that means for any given person, I was just splitting the deck there. This is what come out, guys. And whatever people are concerned about this measuring cord or the rope that's had people tied up from this backwards organization or the prophecy itself, when you and I can connect with the divine and do the correct thing, then this consequence will actually turn out to be something beautiful. Okay, because there will be justice and justice assured, and that is a great outcome. That's what we want, is justice. I love that truth is at the top of the mind, no matter how foreign something has been. It's the yod, it's the arm of the divine's going to turn that thing. Regardless, if the knowledge is, oh my God, people are going to be mad, or oh my God, I'm mad that I'm even have to deal with this. It's got to be dealt with. It's really got to be dealt with. Okay, this waste that's been in the land, it's got to be dealt with. Okay, all right, guys, until next time.